Mum Julie.
Hello, I'm Lucy's mum, and welcome to Love That Americans Say ...
I love it when Americans say TP for toilet paper.
Oh, so polite.
How polite is that?
Yes.
TP. I thought when I first heard it was referring to something like antiseptic or, you know.
Oh, like TCP in the UK.
Yeah, we had TCP. That's probably what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
That's one type of American. There's also the butt wipe type of American. As heard in Costco by me several times.
Really?
Yeah, Costco goers.
Oh.
They seem to say it. Hey, darling, where's the butt wipe?
Well, at least you know what they're looking for.
Well, yeah, I knew instantly they wanted the TP.
Yeah, indeed.
I think if I was American, I'd be a TP.
Yes, I'd like to think I would be too. Yeah, I can't imagine shouting out across the grocery store. Hey, darling, where's the butt wipes?
It conjures up some horrendous images, this butt wipe.
Yes, it's too graphic, isn't it? Yeah, for us, our sensitive minds. Yeah.
We have very sensitive minds, clearly.
We do say in the UK, we normally say loo roll, but some people often say bog roll.
Oh yeah, bog roll is probably the butt wipe equivalent.
Yeah, but that's not as bad as butt wipe.
I think it's the picture of it.
Yeah. You know exactly what it's meant to do. I love the way Americans say, I swear to God. For example, Dad, I swear to God, I don't know how your bottle of vodka turned into water.
It's like some backwards miracle.
Yes. Yeah, yes.
I also think sometimes Americans say it when they're like exasperated, like, oh, I swear to God.
Yeah, with those gritted teeth.
Yeah,
under their breath.
It's like something Dad says when he realises his vodka's gone. I love that Americans say, that's darling.
Oh yes, oh, she's so darling.
Isn't that charming?
It's charming, it really is.
I think because it's mostly said by nice elderly ladies.
Yes, older ladies I think particularly. It's just so quaint and cute and utterly adorable.
Yeah, if anyone described me as darling, I think I'd just melt.
I know. I like it when Americans say period at the end of a sentence to emphasize it or to make it sound more dramatic, like, I am not ever going there. Period. Just to emphasize that you really aren't going to go there.
There's no way.
No.
It's not happening.
No.
Confession time. I had no idea why Americans did this for the longest time because we don't say period, we say full stop. So I just like, why do they say that at the end of their sentences?
Yes, are they talking about a time, like a period in time, or are they talking about the women's menstrual cycle? Because we don't use it in that way.
Yeah. Well, those are the only ways that we would use it usually, wouldn't we? So
yes, yeah.
Neither made sense to me. I love when Americans say, that's funny, but they don't laugh.
No, they just have to be polite and say, that's funny.
I think that's it. It's polite, isn't it? They don't really think it's funny, but they feel like they ought to.
I know, but it's so weird to actually say that's funny and then not laugh. I think what we do in the UK is we do a false laugh, like
Is that the equivalent of that's funny?
I think so. Let us know what you think. But I've never heard it before in our country, anyone just say that's funny, you know, instead of laughing at it.
It would be sarcastic if they said it and they didn't laugh.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
They'd expect you to know that it definitely wasn't
funny. I think they're just trying to be very polite about it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. It happened recently when we were walking Layla and she was going mad barking at these Halloween decorations. And this lady came by and she stopped and she wanted to know what was upsetting Layla so much. And I explained, you know, it's the Halloween decorations. And she just goes, that's funny. Kept going. I was like, well, obviously it wasn't.
No, quite. I love it when Americans say, I'm going horseback riding. Where else would you ride on the horse? Other than its back.
Quite right.
Very literal. We'd just say horse riding or riding. But you Americans have to point out that you're actually going to be sitting on the back of that horse. Nowhere else.
Yeah. I don't know where else you would be able to sit on the horse unless you were some sort of, you know, circus performer.
Yes, indeed.
I love it when Americans say, crack the window. Not meaning, put a stone through it.
No, please don't do that if requested to crack the window.
It could end in some really disastrous consequences, couldn't it?
I know.
No, they just want you to open it just a little bit.
Just a crack, I suppose.
Yeah, crack.
Yeah, I was really surprised when I heard that first time.
Yeah.
A bit taken aback.
Yeah.
I love it when Americans say, my bad, when they're apologising for something like it's their fault. So, my bad. Because in the UK, we say sorry all the time, even when it's not our fault. So, I have said my bad, but I go, sorry, my bad. My bad.
But I feel like for the Americans, the sorry is wrapped up with the my bad.
Yes, they don't say sorry first. It's
No.
my bad. It's just my fault. You don't faff around and say sorry 100 times like we do.
No.
They're claiming it's their fault. End of.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah.
Efficient.
Indeed.
I love it when Americans say, more bang for my buck.
Well, very nicely said, if you don't mind me saying
Thanks.
so. Yes. Very nice.
I'm quite pleased with that myself.
Yes. What a great phrase, and how American.
Oh, yes. I'm curious though, why bang is used in that instance. Is it just because it sounds good? Because I've never heard bang being used for, things that you bought from a shop in any other context.
No.
Maybe there is, but
Yeah,
let us
more
know.
bang for my buck. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. If you know, let us know.
Please do.
I love how Americans say, I have a question, before asking the question. I don't know why they have to announce they've got a question. Why can't they come out with the question without that preamble?
Maybe they're mentally preparing the questionee.
Could be. Now, look, come on, my good fellow. Just listen, take heed. I'm going to ask you this question. Concentrate.
Yeah, maybe it's something like that.
Yes,
Getting serious now, guys. I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah, we just ask the question.
Yeah, we just come out with it.
Yeah. I love it when Americans say, great job.
Oh, they say that all the time.
Yeah.
Great job. Great job, buddy.
If they're from a 1950s movie or something.
Yeah. We'd say, well done, old boy, or something like that.
You might say it's a good job.
If they've done a good job on something. Great job.
You wouldn't say it in that way.
I love it.
Yeah.
Great job.
You feel like you've really done well if someone says that to you.
I know.
A real pat on the back.
Yeah, you can bask a bit, can't you, when somebody says that?
I did a great job.
Yes.
I love when Americans say, green thumb.
Like it's just the thumb that's green if you're good at gardening,
Yeah.
not the other thumb and the rest of the fingers.
We'd say you're green fingered if you like gardening. Or
Yeah,
you've got
if you're
green
good.
fingers.
If you get things to grow well, yeah. I imagine this huge, great big thumb that's green.
Yeah.
And that you use it as a dibbing tool to actually set your seeds. So you plunk it in the soil, add your seed. Get your big green
Could be.
thumb, plump. Is that where it came from?
I don't know.
No, and why just the thumb?
There's a few phrases like that on there that are like us, but just slightly different. Americans would say knock on wood, whereas we'd say touch wood.
Yes,
Yeah,
good
slightly
point.
different.
Interesting.
Fascinating. Why?
I love it when Americans say hang a left or hang a right when giving directions.
It sounds very cool, doesn't it? I imagine you've got to turn your wheel. Like
Yeah, you hang a right, you hang a left.
Yeah, rather than just turning.
Yes, a very upright posture. Yeah. This is driving in England.
Yes.
Yes, interesting. I love it though.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It is cool. I love when Americans say, shoot the breeze.
Oh yeah, it's like
Meaning to have a little gossip or a chat or something. Don't know why.
maybe because it's something kind of insubstantial. You can't shoot the breeze, can you? You can't physically shoot the breeze. So maybe it's something a little bit more elusive. You're just having a bit of a gossip or a natter.
Oh yeah, like the facts are just...
Yeah.
Maybe the breeze is referring to the kind of air that comes out when
Oh,
you're
the hot
talking.
air.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a gossip, you're talking like this, so it's shooting out.
Oh, good point, Lucy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you know, again.
Probably not, but if you know.
Yeah. But what a term. Not get anything like it where we come from, have we?
No, nothing.
We don't go shooting the breeze, do we?
No, we don't.
No, we have a good old gossip, a good old
Yeah.
natter.
Chinwag.
Chinwag, yeah. I like it when Americans say it's for the birds, meaning it's something trivial, not important. Do you know where that phrase came from, Lucy?
I feel like you're going to tell me.
Oh, let me get my serious reading glasses on. Oh yes, have a good old scratch, Layla. It was first used as a slang within the members of the US Army during World War II. It's a shortened version of the phrase referring to birds that were pecking at horse droppings.
Wow. See,
Yeah.
I initially thought for the birds sounded quite nice, you know, like feeding the birds. Little,
Yeah, tuppence a bird.
Yeah.
Very Mary Poppins.
Maybe it's like some bluebirds or something pretty.
Yeah.
But no, these are poop-eating birds.
They are, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it when Americans say, put lipstick on a pig. Meaning to kind of superficially make something look better. Something that's maybe unattractive.
I think politicians say it quite a bit, actually.
Do they?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. And yeah, like if you're doing a renovation, I suppose, and there's something really, needs a lot doing, you just do a little bit, hardly enough to make a difference, so it's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, poor old piggies.
Yeah.
I think they're cute.
I do too.
Like we would say, polish a turd.
Well, some of us would, but some of us would never come out with a term like that.
Like you can't polish a turd. That's a very regularly used phrase.
I've never used that phrase in my life.
Yeah, right.
What do you mean, yeah, right?
Yeah, it's like the same thing. Like it's saying, it can't
Yes.
be improved.
Yes, I get your point.
Yeah.
I love it when Americans say you guys, hey you guys, and I use it all the time now because I think it's really cool and it's an easier way of saying, particularly when you're talking of two people or more, just to say hey you guys, and it sounds kind of friendly.
Yeah, I think it sounds friendly.
Yeah.
I think I used to say it in the UK, but I definitely say it more now.
Yeah, I don't think I ever said it in the UK, but I'm saying it all the time now, yeah. And also another word that's very American over here that I use sometimes is awesome.
I think that's a generational thing though. Like my generation says awesome a lot, or at least, we started saying it probably when we were like teenagers.
Yeah.
I think that's so often the way, isn't it? These words come over from America and influence the language slowly.
Exactly, because language is always evolving, isn't it? It never stays static. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when I started using awesome in that way, to refer to things that weren't really awesome, but they're just a little bit good. My granddad said to me, don't use that word like that. What would you use when something was actually awesome?
Good point. That was Grandad Baz, I presume.
Yes.
Yes. Well, the only thing you could say is like it was mega awesome.
Oh, that's true.
Super awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny,
But
isn't it?
that's true, isn't it?
It is. I love it when Americans say literally or literally in a sentence when it's not actually literal. For example, it's literally 1,000,000 degrees out there. It's so hot.
Yeah. It's more like ironically, isn't it?
Yes, it is, because literally it's not 1,000,000 degrees. So it's the wrong use of the word literally, but it's obviously evolved into a new word.
Yeah, which
New
so
meaning.
often happens. And I think it's also creeping its way into British English now too. I definitely say it.
Yeah, I think it does, doesn't it? It crosses the pond, these words do.
Yeah.
I guess both ways, although I can't think of too many British words, but I'm sure there are.
Oh yeah, there probably are. But I suppose because of like Hollywood movies and TV shows and stuff,
Yeah.
we get them in
Yeah.
spades.
Yes, indeed we do. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've got some phrases you'd like to add, please put them in the comments section below.
And like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already.
See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye!